11 student athletes and the longest tenured head coach in program history will be competing in their final home meet of their careers for the Illinois State swimming and diving team this Saturday. Here to talk with us from the Redbird swimming and diving program, we're happy to be joined by longtime head coach Steve Paska. Coach, how are things in Normal today?
Without using the cliche, normal as ever, Derek. Thank you for having me. The team and I are excited about our upcoming dual meet against Nebraska Omaha. I think it's bittersweet on my end with my last opportunity to coach at Horton Pool, which I have probably walked, I'm not sure how many miles in and swam so many miles in back in my early career in the early 80s at Illinois State. But for myself to share this day with 11 fantastic and special student athletes that I've been able to coach for the past 2, 3, 4 years, because a couple transfers are in there. It's a day that I will definitely remember, and I'm looking forward to spending it with those young ladies, but also the rest of the team, the parents, and I know some alums are coming back, so it will be a special day at 12 o'clock starting our final dual meet at Illinois State tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, obviously quite the unique situation for you guys this weekend. Your final home meet, those 11 seniors you've mentioned, your entire team, coaches, everyone surrounding your program, obviously. It becomes a family when you're there for such an extended amount of time. I guess talking about the competition, let's talk about that, because obviously that's what your focus is. Can you just tell us how your team's maintained your focus heading into this competition this weekend? Because you guys have a meet Saturday, but then you'll be on the road, obviously, as well.
Correct. We host the OMAVs from Nebraska Omaha on Saturday afternoon. Todd Samlin, very respected coach in the swimming world, has done marvelous things with that program for the number of years he's been there, has a talented group of young ladies. And then, as you mentioned, we do travel to Indianapolis, a Butler invite. We're going to be swimming at Fishers, Indiana, at their high school pool, indoor 50-meter facility, fantastic facility, and competing against some fabulous teams there in such Southern Illinois will be there, Xavier, Green Bay, IUPUI, St. Louis, Butler. But we have been taking each meet one meet at a time as we prepare for the championship down in Carbondale, February 18th and 21st. So this is one more opportunity for the student athletes to perform on the boards, in the water. And yes, it is a special day because it's the last one, but we're not trying to put so much emphasis on that. It will be emotional for the seniors, it'll be emotional for myself, but we still have some questions that need to be answered in terms of events for the upcoming conference meet. So it's extremely important that we witness this 2014-2015 Redbird swimming and diving squad perform Saturday, and more importantly, how they come back and compete on Sunday afternoon with the travel, the time change. Resiliency will come into play tremendously this weekend, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how this Redbird squad rises to the challenge for these two dual meets this weekend.
Yeah, now, obviously it's always difficult when you're saying farewell to any of your seniors, but you've had the chance to coach a number of student athletes throughout the years. Can you give us some thoughts, first of all, on this year's squad, for those folks that may not be familiar, some of those student athletes for you that have really been, pivotal in performance of the team, and those that might be role players for the championship in Carbondale, and what they've meant for your program this year?
I will try to be as clear and concise as this. We have a contingent of 27 swimmers and 5 divers on this 2014-15 team, and one term that we've always emphasized throughout the season is, if we're going to be as successful as everyone wants to be in contending for that Valley title in a month, we have to be on the same page. We have to be united in terms of training, conditioning, weightlifting, etc. And I believe for the most part, we have done that. We're anxiously looking. The girls are anxiously looking forward to start resting here in a short period of time. But it's the total team effort that is going to hopefully get us closer to those Bears. And I'm a bigger believer in Missouri State Bears. If you're going to be a champ, you have to beat the champ. And Dave Collins has done a marvelous job with that program during his tenure, and obviously what Coach Steck did before he retired. So they are a fine squad. But hey, we want that weekend to come, but we have taken it a day at a time. There's been a number of special student athletes that have made this year. I cannot talk about the 10 senior swimmers and the diver, but one person in particular, I know I'm the swim coach, but I have to talk about our diver, Wendy Zhang, who has had a marvelous career here, and give credit where credit's due. Phil Hoffman has done a fabulous job getting her engaged of what it is to be a student athlete in the United States of America. And tremendous, superlative, whatever you want to call it. It's been a joy to watch Wendy mature as a student, and then obviously finishing 6th in the country last year on 3-meter All-American. She's been a blessing and just a sweet young lady, and her future is bright wherever it takes her after diving. I know she has a lot of diving left in her. I can't wait for her to see her compete her last 3 meets as a Redbird, dual meet wise, and also what she has in store in conference zones and hopefully NCAAs.
All right.
On the swimming side, back to Wendy one thing also, but for someone to come over from China with learning the language and so forth, to have that young lady, she's going to graduate with anywhere from probably a 3.4 to 3.5 GPA. That speaks for itself. She's gifted in the classroom. She's a tremendously hard worker, and I know she is focused on diving for this next 2 months as she prepares for zones and hopefully leading to Greensboro for the national meet in March. Swimming side, 10 senior swimmers. They all have a special place in my heart. They've been somewhat daughters to me for the past 4 years, and I guess I can start with the one young lady from Bloomington, Illinois, Normal West High School, Cecilia Holmes, and I have spent the last 4 years basically training year-round along with my graduate assistants and assistant coaches. But Cece has come into this program, has probably on paper one of the most versatile swimmers I've ever coached. School record holder in the 200 breast, 400 IM. She has set personal best times in every event she swam. A tenacious worker and just passionate about the sport. And Cece and I have, I believe, a fabulous relationship. And it's amazing that she's a junior or a senior already, and the time has just flown by. But she has done wonderful things for us in the water as well as in the classroom. But being homegrown, special relationship with that young lady, and I know she's geared up for a special last 30 days of her career. Also this year, this season, senior captain Marissa Yance has had from Canton, Illinois, transfer from UIC. She has broken 2 school records, her own records at the Zippy Invite in December, and is just having a remarkable senior season. She has focused, just fun to watch race, and she wants this season to end with fast swims, records, championships, and so forth. So just been blessed to be able to coach that young lady for 3 years. Also, 2 other captains are seniors. Keely Hunt from Minnesota. Fabulous career. All these young ladies have swum personal best times, a leader by example in the pool, the classroom. Lexi Nash from Naperville North High School, butterflyer, won the MVC championship last year in the 100 fly, is one of our captains. They all have this passion about the sport that in the bond they have as a senior class, and also with the underclassmen, freshman through junior class. It's been special watching this team form the chemistry of where we are today, and I know that's the next 30 days, special things are going to happen, and I'm looking forward to being a part of it.
Yeah. Now, you obviously epitomize one of the sayings that the folks at Illinois State have. It's an online hashtag, RB4L, Redbird for life. coaching there since 1985. You mentioned your time there. Anything in particular stand out for you during your time in Normal that just sort of brings back a great memory for you that sort of is the epitome of your career there?
One memory would be very hard to follow, but I can start with just the time that I swam here in the early 80s, and unfortunately going through the elimination of the program, but myself getting into the sport of coaching at the YMCA level, becoming the graduate assistant coach here under Kathy Wickstrand McIntosh back in the day, now Kathy Wickstrand Gahan, and her allowing me to be the GA and providing me with the confidence to apply for this job when she left in 85, and Dr. Linda Herman hiring me in 1985. That began this 30-year process of myself being the head coach. And those are the people that I hope I thank enough for getting me started in this profession that has been truly special for me. But on the swimming side of it, the championships are important here, but we talk about Redbird for life, family. I met my wife, Julie Paska, Julie Miller, volleyball All-American here, got her jersey retired, married in 1988, been married now for going on 27 years. She's my life.
Very cool, very cool. Well, Coach, finally, one more question for you. What are you going to do with yourself now? Well, how are you going to keep yourself busy?
That is a question that I wish I had $5 or more than that. People ask me. I hopefully will stay involved somewhat in ISU athletics. There's nothing been finalized, Derek, but I know that it was a very tough decision to announce the retirement because I'm passionate about swimming, Illinois State, but personally, professionally, for my family, I believe it's time to give the reins to someone else to guide this program. And I know that Cindy Harris and the administrative staff here at Illinois State will find my successor, and the program will not miss a beat. In my time after I do retire, July 31st, I will try to spend more time with obviously my wife, but she is still going to continue to work as an academic advisor here. But I believe I will be getting into officiating, some other things that I have that I will be searching for as I go on. But right now my time and focus is on this 2014-15 swimming and diving program and finishing with a flurry and making these 30 days special. But Steve Paska, I don't believe will ever leave the sport of swimming. I would like to stay involved somewhat, shape, or form, but Illinois State has provided me with 30 years of a lot of thrills, happiness, but the relationships I built with the 300 and some student athletes that I've been able to coach is priceless, and I will never forget that. And I'm forever bonded to Illinois State, and as you mentioned, I will be a Redbird for life.
Yeah, well, Coach, on behalf of everyone here in the conference office, certainly want to thank you for all of your years of service to your university, to your institution, Illinois State. Everyone's excited for you and your success, and whatever you choose to do in the future. Obviously, we know you'll succeed in that as well. But obviously, there's still some competition to be had, and we will most certainly see you and the Redbirds at the NBC Championship, February 18th through 21 in Carbondale, SIU. And we're excited for the third year in a row. We're going to have it live streamed as well. So thanks to the folks at Southern for making that happen for us again. But certainly just want to wish you the best of luck in the future, and thank you for spending time with us today.
Thanks for having me, Derek. Looking forward to seeing you in less than a month.
Absolutely. We'll talk then, Coach. Thanks so much.